So moving on to some lessons.
People often start a business and they try and retain control in what they're doing too much. And you can't really grow a business if you're the only person doing the work. You have to start letting go and letting other people do work for you so that you can grow the business. The African market, in terms of mobile, is much, much bigger than I'd ever thought it was. And I've done a little bit of reading into what the stats are and how many people are online via mobiles. And it's almost bigger, it's much, much bigger than internet access, but it's a much, sorry, let me take a step back. It's a big enough market to make it worthwhile to build something for.
I've found in the last eight years of business that my network has been the most important thing for me in building relationships, getting funding, building a business. And I think that most experienced entrepreneurs will say the same thing.
It doesn't have to be the internet, it could be anything. So, you know, like let's say, for example, you're a farmer in Kenya and you want to know when it's going to rain and you want to know what the current crop prices are and you want to know what people are paying for dollars and pounds and you want to know when the next shipment of grain is due, or sorry, the next shipment of seed is due. How do you get that information? Now, if you're someone who's building an application which enables that information to be spread via a phone, you've got a good business.
I've just come from a conference in Texas, and one of the phrases that was thrown around a lot was reducing friction. So I think that sums up things pretty nicely, is reduce friction as much as possible in the transition, so that when you land and you're kind of starting out, there is as little friction as possible and you can get off the ground quicker.
And I think people have to understand that they must either approach the global market or they must approach the local market, but they're not the same.
And why? Is it because of the different needs of...
Yeah. So for example, in the US, everyone that you see has an iPhone or has a BlackBerry, right? Now it's a rich device and it requires internet access and it's expensive. In Africa, people are walking around with Nokia 6310s. So you've got to build stuff that works on a 6310. And if you can do that, you can hit a massive market. And I think that's the opportunity that people are trying to tap into now. The reality is that very few of us are going to go and create Twitter, or very few of us are going to go and build a Facebook. Those are kind of once in a lifetime things that one or two people get to do. The rest of us need to be happy in what we're doing and happy that what we're doing is bringing benefit to somebody or to many people. So I think follow those dreams rather than following the big ones. Be happy in what you're doing now, being happy that you're achieving something, and then try to follow that path. And then everything else will start following from that.